Hello my doves, welcome back to Afrodite by Olympia. So you guys have spoken. I did a poll on my Instagram stories. I asked you guys whether you wanted to see a full face of ColourPop or a new Benefit concealer, one concealer in the darker shades. Y'all wanted the ColourPop. If you're not on my Instagram, y'all need to get into it. It is boom. That was lame. Anyway, if you want to check out my Instagram, that is the address there. It's up on the screen. I am trying to be more active on there, so please check it out. But yeah, let's get into this full face of ColourPop. I'm clearly barefaced. I do have a top on in case, well, it's a dress, but in case it, you know, it goes out of, I'm not naked. Basically is what I'm trying to say. I have a top. I have clothes. Let's get into it. I have all of this. There's like, you can't even see everything, guys. Like, there's so much. I have some of the newest ColourPop eyeshadows in here. I don't have the new stick foundation because, listen, ColourPop, they are releasing something, I swear it feels every week they have something new. I'm constantly, there's a fly in here. I'm constantly going onto their page to see what else is new. Most of this stuff is going to be new to me. So like well, it's not new now, but they're no filter foundation. I have 3 shades for you guys. I'm not sure what shade is going to suit me. They're only $12 each, so I was like, what the heck. 12 USD that is. I might as well just get them all. I have some eyeshadow palettes here. I've got some powder, I've got some setting spray, I've got some primer, which I've never used before. I have some bronzer. Wait, I can hear something. Sorry about that, my camera died. I thought somebody was breaking into my house, but it was actually the dang bloody dishwasher. And yeah, let's get back into it. I also kind of just want to pause it a bit, just put some moisturizer on. That's better. Now I don't feel so ashy. Anyway, where was I up to? Bronzer, concealers I've used before, I've got brow products, I've got brushes, I've got lips, I've got highlighters. The only thing I probably actually don't have is a blush. I don't know how I missed it. Oh, good in the hood. I'll put the prices and a little description of these items on the screen for you guys as I go along. And I'll also kind of give you my thoughts as I'm using them. It's going to be easier that way, I feel. So we're going to go in with the brow, Precision Brow Pencil. And this is in the color Black and Brown. Once again, it's got a spoolie. And I keep thinking that the color's on this end, but no, it's this end. It's non-retractable, and as you can see, I like totally smushed it in the lid because I didn't know it was non-retractable. I was like playing with it and I was like, ooh. So yeah, see now I can't retract that. And I'm going to attempt to do my brows. Now, so I've been away on holiday and I have not done any makeup in a heck of a long time. Like literally like, I want to say a month and a half, 6 weeks, which is a long time for makeup enthusiasts to not do their makeup. Like, can I even call myself a makeup enthusiast if I haven't done my makeup in like 6 weeks? Ooh, yes, that is dark. I hate my brows. Ooh, that is a nice brow. I like it a lot more than I do the other brow. Like, I don't know what's going on this side. I might actually just do this other brow all over again. Heck. The Precision Brow Pencil by ColourPop is, in my opinion, really freaking pigmented. Like, it is pigmented as heck. This is one bold brow. Like I said, I've used ColourPop concealers before and I stan completely. I love. So I'm just gonna quickly carve out my brow and I will use some brushes. So I have some Colourpop brushes here that I'm going to use. I've got basically that pack that you can get of, I think, 10, 12? Don't quote me on that. I'll pop it up on the screen. But I'm going to use brushes as we go along. This is basically their brow brush. This is number E14. And I'm going to use, am I going to use this though? Am I actually going to use this to cover up my brow? Well, that's just lovely. Alright, using the Colourpop No Filter setting powder in a color translucent, I'm just going to set this lid. Alright, so we're moving into eyeshadow territory. Yay! One of my favorite parts of makeup in general is eyeshadow. My eyeshadow collection is actually ridiculous, but other than bronzing, eyeshadow is like a close second. So I have some of the newest Colourpop eyeshadows here for you guys today. I'm going to show you basically what I've got and then kind of decide through that process what I'm actually going to use, because I'm not sure. I have with me the newest Ooh La La. This was released on the 3rd of October in homage to one of my favorite movies, which is Mean Girls. It is an all pink palette. Oh my god. Like, it's not even doing it justice. Like, it is so gosh dang cute. There we go. Have a look at that beauty. Oh my god. I'm totally going to be doing an all pink look today. Like, I've already decided that's what I'm going to do with the all pink look. And I'm wearing yellow, which is like a complementary color. So yeah, this is definitely happening. I've also got the Good Sport Press Powder Palette. And this is a release just before the Ooh La La. It is, what is this? 12 pan palette. I'll just bring it up for you guys to see the colors. This palette has green, purple, and gold tones. I do like the greens that are going in here, but I'm more interested in finding out how this color Sister works, just this purple up here, because one of my favorite YouTubers, Judy, she's my favorite. I can't even remember her dang name. Like, yes, Judy C. She is a Colourpop ambassador. Congratulations. I've been subscribed to her for about a good year now, and I love her Colourpop reviews because she always does 3 looks in one like tutorial, like video. She did say when she reviewed Good Sport that she had issues with Sister. So I kind of want to use to see what issues there could be, because like out of all my Colourpop shadows, the reason why I love Colourpop shadows is because I don't have any issues with them. They blend seamlessly, they are pigmented, they show up on my skin tone. Like, what more could I want? And the price, like, what more could I want? So, and she's never done a negative review on Colourpop ever, and she kind of had some words to say about Sister. I'll link her channel down below for you guys. Go check her out if you want to see more Colourpop reviews. She's also got hooded eyes. No, not hooded. Well, are they hooded? Well, she's Asian, so she's got that monolid. If you want to see somebody who does a beautiful makeup on monolids, check Judy C out. Alright, so that's the other one. And then I've got the Fortune palette. Ain't no way in hell that I was going to get the Fame palette, because, girl, do you see this golden complexion? Like, do you see the warmth coming through? And I want me to get some kind of, you know, cool... No, I'm not about the cool tone life. I'm all about warm tones. I can't even do neutral. Like, neutral is just like... No. This palette, initially I was like, yeah, that's alright, whatevs. And then I was like, oh, let's just, you know, let's just get it, like, whatevs. Well, looking at this, I feel so inspired. Like, does that not want you? Oh, I just want it all over my face. That's what she said. I just want it all over. Like, I cannot. I like, oh, some of these tones are so pretty. I do have a little tiny bit of reservations about some of these lighter tones. Like this one and this one and this one will probably be too light and ashy on me. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. I'm definitely going to be using the Ooh La La, the Good Sport, and maybe a little bit of the Fortune. Not sure yet. Depends on what kind of look I'm trying to achieve. Fluffy bending brush, blending brush, E2. I'm going to go into the color Poodle and pop that in my transition. Oh, yes. Yes, nice and close. I just realized something. Today is Wednesday, and on Wednesdays we wear pink. So yeah. In the Good Spot palette, I'm just going to go in with that shade Sister and give that a whirl and see what kind of issues or not that I get with it. It is skipping quite a bit. It just doesn't want to settle in my crease at all. I don't know if you can see that. You see the bold spot? Like, I don't... What is you doing? Yeah, okay. That shade is whack. That shade is not. Something wrong with it. Alright, going in with the same brush. I'm going to go into the color Trove from the Ooh La La. Just trying to create some dimension in my crease. Still trying to deepen the crease. That's better. Just because I want to further dilute and blow out everything. Alright, I'm going to cut my crease. And just pop it on the edges. Right on the edge there. Same brush, go into Reckless. Just kind of marry these two together. Just want to deepen that outer corner and inner corner. Yes, I think I saved it. It was going a little bit left there, but with some blending, it's brought this look kind of back from the brink of, alright, well, am I starting again? I still want to get a little bit of a sheen in the center. Like, I'm not getting that, you know? Now that is the pop I was really wanting. Yes. Yes! I really, really like it. I really do. Alright guys, so I've almost finished the eye look. I'm gonna pause on the eyes for now because I'm gonna do base and then we'll go back to the eyes. Before we move on to base, let me just talk about the eyeshadows since I've done the eyes essentially. So the Ooh La La, love it. Love everything about it. I wanted a full-on pink look. It's exactly what I got. This shade, Soft Core and Pool, looked really good in the crease, as you would have seen earlier. I did use Soft Core quite a bit to like blend out the edges and might make it look more seamless and blended, which was, I thought it might be a little bit ashy, but it actually turned out really nice in my skin tone. So basically I can use every single color that's here. The only thing I will say though is the color Trove, this plum purple shade here, didn't have enough depth for my complexion. So I had to go in, well, I was going to use Good Spot anyway, but I did use Reckless on the outer corners and the inner corners to get the halo effect. Yeah, it just wasn't deep enough in this, unfortunately. So, and then Good Spot, I did have some trouble with Sister a little bit. It would kind of not, it will stick to some areas and not others. So yeah, very good palettes. That Sister shade. Judy was right. I feel like it was a little bit not quite right. Not the usual ColourPop that I'm like standard that I'm used to. So there's that. But let's move on to skin. Finally trying the ColourPop No Filter Liquid Foundation. I've got in front of me 3 colors. I've got Dark Deep 195, Dark Deep 90, and Dark Deep 200. I could not for the life of me work out which shade is best for me. So Deep Dark 190, I've got Deep Dark 195 in the middle here, and Deep Dark 200 right at the end there. So I'm just going to do some swatches on my face. That's Deep Dark 190, Deep Dark 195, and Deep Dark 200. $190 here, the first one, kind of matches my neck a lot better. $195 is just a little bit more pink or red. And then 200, I can get away with all of them, I reckon. I think I'm gonna go this one and see how it goes, because I'm matching my foundation to my kind of neck chest area, because I have like literally 3 different tones in my face. So there's that. Okay, so before we move into foundation, we've got some primer here. We have the ColourPop Matte and Blur Primer. Well, that feels nice. I thought it would be very silicone-y, but it's really not. It feels like a thicker moisturizer, but I don't know whether it actually blurs though. Do I look more blurred? I don't think I do. I've got the ColourPop F15. This is a fluffing flat Kabuki foundation brush. ColourPop don't have a beauty blender, so I'm just gonna shade matched pretty well, I feel. Now I am going to be doing a wear test, so I'm not sure how many hours at this point, probably 5 or 6. I love the finish. The finish is just beautiful. It's not matte, it's not shiny or dewy. It's a kind of like a skin-like natural finish, I suppose is probably the best way I could describe it. I really like it. Now I want it to be known that I have used this concealer time and time again. It is an OG favorite of mine. I absolutely live for this concealer. So this brush hasn't got a name, but it's like a stippling brush. We're gonna set now with powders. I've actually got 3 powders. I've already used the translucent to set my lids. I've also got in my box here banana and medium deep. I don't know if you can see the 2 colors there. I'm going to use translucent again to set my under eye and anywhere that I placed concealer, and then I will set the rest of my face with medium deep. I know I look crazy right now, but it will come together, I promise. I've also got the sheer pressed powder in the color Deep Dark, and I'm actually going to use this kind of like my Sephora Micro Smooth, because from the reviews, the color here, from the reviews that I could see online, it wasn't very pigmented, but makes me think that it's more like a finishing powder. So using this kind of angled powder brush, I do have some setting spray from Colourpop. This is the All Stars Face Setting Spray. Let's have a look at the spray. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that smells so refreshing. So I actually have a bronzer. This is called Bits and Pieces Pressed Powder Bronzer. Well, the color's called Bits and Pieces, and it's basically the darkest. It's the darkest that they had on Colourpop's website in terms of bronzer. I'm gonna take that same angled brush and we're going to bronze. This is like my actual favorite part. Like, bronzing is amazing. Well, it's safe to say that this definitely shows up. It does have a little bit of a red tinge to it, but camera keeps cutting out after 15 minutes. I don't know. Anyway, you would know if you saw some of my other bronzer reviews that I absolutely stan a reddy terracotta bronzer on dark skin. But guys, this is absolutely beautiful. Like, it is gorgeous. Like, absolutely gorgeous. Do you see the transformation? I cannot stop looking at the monitor because I am feeling myself so much right now. Like, I can't even. Like, I can't deal with. Yes, how good. This bronzer is actually life. It's got the perfect amount of shimmer but matte. Like, I reckon this could be a Becca Maui Nights dupe. Like, I'm not even kidding. Yeah. Yeah. This gives me Becca Maui Nights vibes, like, all the way. Like, all the way. It looks, feels, acts so similar. Only difference is it takes a little bit more of this to kind of build up the color, whereas Becca can be sometimes overly too pigmented and you gotta be careful. Whereas this one, child, I actually can't stop bronzing. I just love the way that bronzer transforms the face. Like, love it. I absolutely love it. So this is a big yes from me. Like, for highlighter, I've got some Super Shock Cheek Pearlized. Now, this is the color Highly Wasted, as in like your waist, not like white girl wasted. Yes, you can see it there. Oh my god, how pretty. It's not over the top. It's quite subtle. It's got a pink shift, pink gold shift, which I absolutely adore. I didn't do my Cupids though. Last but not least, we now come to lip products. So that one actually kind of goes really well with this eye. Softii. Yeah, Softii. This is by ILUVSARAHI X Color Pop. Alright guys, this is the final look. Are we living for it? Do we like it? Do we like the pink vibes that I was going for? Admittedly, it looks a little bit purple, but I like it. I like this. I like it a lot. Anyway, so let's do a final kind of overall, overarching final thoughts. Love the brows. The Precision Brow Pencil in the color black and brown was mint. I love the eyeshadow palette, especially the Ooh La La. Love this, blended seamlessly. The good spot, bar the sister shade, everything worked really well. You know, it turned out quite nice if I don't say so myself. The concealer, love the concealer. I've used the concealer quite a lot. Love. Goes on creamy, smooth, blends out like a dream. You guys would have seen earlier. Love that foundation, the no filter foundation. Wow. This just might be a new favorite. We'll see how it goes. I will be doing a wear test for you guys. I finished filming this, like everything all together, at 6 o'clock. So yeah, I will check back in with you guys at the 6-hour mark and I'll let you know how it fares, you know? One step back to the primer. The primer felt amazing. It was so hydrating. I like the fact that it wasn't silicone-y. I thought it was going to be quite like silicone, but it felt more like a moisturizer, quite soft, and it just felt really comfortable putting on. So that's a tick from me. What else did I use? The powders were good. I mean, the powders, I've yet to come across a bad powder, if that makes sense. Like, I'm yet to find a powder that I did not like. Would I use it again? I don't know. I'm gonna keep using it as in like to get a feel for what it's like. The pressed powder, I use that like micro smooth. I absolutely adore. I love it. I use the pressed powder by Colourpop exactly the same way. I don't know if it's supposed to be used that way. I doubt it. I don't think it's supposed to be used that way. I'm just being extra and using it that way, only because I felt like it didn't really have a lot of pigment to it, but it was really good at like smoothing over and like blending things together. So it worked really well in that respect. The bronzer, bits and pieces can have my life, because that bronzer, amazing. I'm going to do a comparison video to Becca Maui Nights for you guys, because I honestly think it's a dupe. I really think it's a dupe, and I want to put them on together like side by side and do a comparison for you guys, because I feel like, you know, Maui Nights is expensive. It's like $54, $56 Australian dollars off the top of my head. That powder, I don't know how much the bronzer was, but I'm thinking it was like maybe $8. Under 10 definitely, but I can't remember. So I'll put the price up on the screen for you guys. But like, hello, that is definitely going to be a video, so look out for that. The brushes, I'm a little bit on the fence about the brushes. I don't know. I've only used them once. I can't forget this. The setting spray. I can't even describe the smell. It smells like how you picture Urban Decay all-nighter smelling. Like nicer. Like you spray it and you're like, ooh, that stinks. But like, this smells like that, but nicer. Like a step up. Like what you're expecting it to, like the Urban Decay to smell like if it smelled good. Does that make sense? I don't know. That's the best way I can describe it, guys. I would implore you to go and try it. I will let you know how it goes throughout the day. I'll be back for a check-in. And I will tell you guys how the foundation went. I'll do a little mini review of the foundation later on. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Alright guys, I'm back for my final check-in. It is currently 2:30 in the morning. That is what your girl is doing on a Wednesday. Well, actually it's Thursday now. But I wanted to get that 7 hours in, or at least 6, but I got 7. I was editing this video and kind of, you know, lost track of time as I do. So let's do the check-in, guys. I'm going to start off with the eyeshadow. The eyeshadow looks exactly the same as how it looked when I left. Like when I signed off with you guys. It looks exactly the same. It hasn't lifted anywhere. It hasn't faded anywhere. Even on the under eye, it's exactly the same. I'm impressed. Now, the foundation, however, is a different story. The foundation, so I can definitely see my oils coming through. So if I'm looking at the monitor, I'm just checking my face at the same time and giving you guys my, like, what I can see basically, and just comparing to what you guys can see. You're not going to be able to see this, but it has separated all around my nose. And foundation never, like, I've never had foundation separate from my nose. So this is a little bit what the, like, you can see the discoloration between here and here. That's because it's actually separated. It's so bizarre. Hasn't settled into my fine lines at all, but I've lost this sort of fade. It's faded around here. I did eat, but I've never seen this kind of fading before. Like, it's not looking good, guys. I'm not overly impressed with the longevity of this foundation. I should have done a check-in probably at the 4-hour mark, because it looked good at the 4-hour mark. Like, I remember looking in the mirror thinking, because I was in the car, thinking, oh yeah, she's still looking cute and all that kind of stuff. But between the 4-hour mark and the 7-hour mark, I've come to this, and I don't know how or why or when exactly. So I think it's a foundation that I will probably wear for filming, because I do like the finish. I know that it's not going to last very long. I don't film for more than 4 hours, so I know that throughout the filming process I will have a good, you know, flawless looking base. But in terms of, you know, going out to events and things, this is not it, unfortunately. My skin type, by the way, is combo oily. I get a little bit oily in the T-zone, but lately my skin's been more on the dry side. So yeah, I don't know, take that how you will. So yeah, overall, ColourPop, I love ColourPop. I think I'll always love ColourPop. I like the fact that they've been inclusive from day one. Even their eyeshadow palettes are, like, they think of darker skin tones, I feel. The concealers run deep. Their foundation, what, 40 shades, don't quote me on that, but they have a lot of shades. And, you know, it's really quite good. You know, they ship to Australia. It does take about 2 weeks to get here, but at least we have that option. You know, yeah, I love ColourPop, and even though I had a little bit of trouble with one shade out of all of my ColourPop eyeshadows, and I had almost every single one, like there's only a couple that I didn't get because it's cool toned, but only one shade I've ever had problems with. So I mean, that's a pretty good track record. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far and you've heard my, you know, final thoughts, thank you so much for being here. And if you liked anything that you saw throughout this whole movie, look at me, I'm a star. Movie. If you loved anything that you saw in this video, please give it a big old thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. because you want to, maybe? Come on, join the fam. Alright, I'll see you guys on my next video. Take care.